All right. Hello, everyone. My name is James Marszalek. I'm the owner and designated broker and senior property manager of Operation Red Dot. We're a veteran-owned real estate company based out of Joint Base Lewis McChord. And tonight, we're coming to you with a review of the available properties that are currently for rent here at JBLM on the Northwest MLS. Now, there's a wide range of properties that range from a one-bed, one-bath all the way to commercial residential properties. I picked out a couple that we want to focus our attention on today. We also are a full-service property management company, so we do have openings in our properties right now. I've got about 6 houses that I'm currently looking for tenants for, and we've got another 8 that are onboarding by the end of June. So if you're looking for a place, definitely head up the website, operationreddot.com, and scope out the rentals tab, because that's going to show you what we currently have available. And as I get about 30 to 60 days worth of notice from our other tenants, you're going to see a couple other properties pop up there as well. So let's dive in and see what we can do here. There we go. Let's share this screen. That one. Perfect. So this is pretty much everything that we're looking at around Joint Base Lewis McChord. In fact, let's just look at the map. This is what I've got selected here for what we're going to be taking a peek at today. It might look like a funny shape, but there's a reason that I do this. You know, there are some neighborhoods that I'm just trying to stay away from. Also, closeness to the base is something that we're obviously paying attention to. We want to be within a pretty tight distance. Now, you'll notice all 3 of my check marks here are all in span away tonight. That's not on purpose. Those just happen to be the best houses that I think are on the Northwest MLS. There are a handful of others that we'll thumb through real quick. But any of these can be looked at. So if any of the houses that we go through tonight look interesting to you, feel free to reach out to us and we can set up a tour and see if we can make a connection. Now, none of my properties that I've got available right now are in this list. These are the ones that are listed by other property management companies that are currently for rent. And we'll do a review of the houses that we've got another night. But tonight, we just wanted to do a general overview of if I were going to look for a rental at Joint Base Lewis McChord, what would I be finding? And so we are going to take a peek at this and see what we see. So first of all, I filtered by nothing. I'm looking for anything and everything that's active and that is for rent. And you'll notice inside of our little map area here that border Joint Base Lewis McChord, there's only 25 matches. Not a ton. And you know what, just for kicks and giggles, let me take this away so you can kind of get a look at what else is out here. Let's just see, you know, let me show you what I would consider to be the JBLM zone. So when I think about as an active duty service member, if I were still active looking for a place to rent around JBLM, this is probably the scope that I would be looking at. And I've said this on every single live that I've done here on this page. If you're being told by somebody, stay away from Lakewood, stay away from Tacoma, that's not a good way to do it. That's actually completely backwards. We want to find the houses that match your criteria first, and then reverse engineer crime maps, school districts, distances to work and schools, all that other stuff. By eliminating entire cities or entire neighborhoods, very generally, you're really eliminating some very good options for you that you don't want to do. Supply is incredibly short, both on the purchase side and on the rental side. So eliminating any options is probably not a good idea. You want to build a funnel, put any property that you can into that funnel, and then have filters built into that funnel that say, hey, I did a drive-by of this house. I didn't like the neighborhood. I looked at the crime stats. It failed. It had so many issues. We're not going to go there. I looked at the school district. It had poor reviews. We're not going to go there. That's fine. I'm not saying we shouldn't be really picky and specific about the place that we're going to live. Having filters is a good thing, but we want to make sure that we're not just arbitrarily saying, oh, well, I'm not going to go look at that house in Lakewood that's in my budget and has the amount of bedrooms that I need because, you know, specialist so-and-so from the E4 Mafia said that that was a bad city to live in. Stop. Just don't. I've heard that so many times this week. It's insane. So anyway, cool. So what are we looking at here? 44 total in the JBLM zone. And let's just take a peek at what that is. Looks like a couple of apartments that are one bed. These say 182 square feet. So we'll check into those later. What the heck? That's probably a very, very, like that's got to be a garage that these guys are renting out. What is this? Let's look at this. Oh, it's office. So this isn't even residential. So we'll ignore those completely. We don't need to talk about those. So let's consider the cheapest property here. Is this, yeah, we'll say $1,000. So that's the cheapest. And I'm a little afraid to even look into that one. The most expensive, 12,000 is going to be commercial. 6,500 is probably, yeah, that's commercial. What was this one? Here we go, 4,200. So this is in University Place. It's a high-rise condo. This is going to be ballin', super, super nice. So if you got that officer pay, this might be a good call. Look at this place. This is gorgeous. I'd live here. Not for 4,200 a month, but you know, it's nice. Gives you a good idea of what luxury rentals can get you in this area. But let's look at the averages, right? The three that I picked up today are right around, we'll call them 2,650. And all three of them struck me as really nice 3-bed, 2-bath or bigger. We have 1 4-bed in that mix as well. That was just really nice. We'll take a look at it and see what's what. And then I'll thumb through the rest of these that are between like 1,400 and, you know, 2,500 in that ballpark, just to get an idea. But I saw a lot of options in there that were just like, ooh, you know, I don't know. So let's dive right in. And again, all three of these are going to be in Spanaway. They're all basically $2,650 a month. So let's take a peek at our most expensive one at $2,650. Now, here's an important thing to note. One of the things that I'm looking for is how many days the property has been on the market. I am the biggest proponent of the market tells a story, and you are the market. So if you're looking at a property and go, hey, this looks really nice, but there's no way we're going to be able to afford it, and you don't put it in application and nobody else puts in an application, that sends a signal over time to the property manager or the owner that they're overpriced. So both of these properties here have been on the market for a minute. The first one we're going to look at is 44 days. The second one is 29 days. The third one, only 1 day. So that one is brand new. But a pretty good sign that, you know, I mean, just based on what I know of Spanaway, I feel like $2,650 is probably a decent price for a 4-bed, 2.5 bath on just under 2,100 square feet. But let's take a look. Let's see what we see. Now, one of the other frustrating things, and I feel bad for tenants out there that are looking at Zillow and Craigslist and Facebook buy-sell trade pages and even real estate agent property managers. I hope that there's a property manager watching this live. Please take better photos, for the love of God. You look at the listings that we have, we get really high-res photos. We get a walkthrough with our GoPro and we post-produce it. It gives you extra context. The pictures matter. So when I see crappy pictures and 6 pictures, what the hell? What is going on here? Why are we doing this? I feel like we can do better. This is a horrible picture of a house that isn't even relevant. They scraped this from somewhere else. I can see the arrows on it. It's an attention to detail thing that just drives me crazy. So on behalf of all property managers, I'm sorry you have to deal with this. Operation Red Dot does better. If you go look at any of our listings, we've got just video walkthroughs that you bump into music while you're going through it. It's nice. Why couldn't we turn on the lights? This is just an attention to detail thing. It's so stupid. But anyway, let's forget about the quality of the picture for a second and look at what we're looking at in the house. First of all, let's go back to the beginning. This is a pretty nice exterior house. When was this built? This house was built in 2004. It's a 4-bed, 2.5 bath on just under 2,100 square feet. So this is a nice big house. I feel pretty good about this. This is owned by Home Partners of America. If you've never heard of them before, they overpay for houses on a lease option program. And then when the tenant doesn't use their option, they just re-rent it or sell it. So this is a Home Partners house. I've done a couple of those deals before many, many years ago. But this is a nice house built in 2004. We've got a really nice exterior. I would expect all of the utility pieces, the wiring, the plumbing, the windows, the roof, all those things are going to be in great new-ish condition. Shouldn't be any problems there. Interior looks really good. I'm sure this is not the original flooring, so they probably rotated it out a couple of times. But it looks like nice countertops. From here, those look like quartz. We've got stainless steel appliances, closet, and a lot of cabinet space. I like the open floor plan. I don't know what's going on here with some of these weird lights that are on here, but that's a builder choice, not necessarily anything else. Gas fireplace, big windows for lots of nice, open, natural lighting. I like that, which you need because they don't have any of the lights on here. That looks like new carpet and new flooring to me. They probably just replaced that. Bedrooms look like they're a pretty good size. I would expect that for a 2,100 square foot house. Again, quartz in the bathroom. That's nice. I like that. Nice trim. And that's all the pictures we get. This is a nice house. This is not bad. Let's look at the requirements. Minimum credit score, 580. You got to have 3x the income. I feel like that's pretty standard. We do 2.5x the income. And if you're PCSing into joint base Lewis McCord and your spouse doesn't have a job yet, we've got resources for them to go get a job, because in order for you to rent or buy, you're going to need a second income. Renting or buying a house on single income when you've got a family is tough, really, really tough. 12 to 24 month leases. That's great. No problem there. Application fee, $45 per person. It's a little on the higher end, but it is what it is. Ours are 30, so a little bit less, but I've seen worse. The really frustrating part is putting in application after application after application. I hit this on one of the last lives that we did. To prevent yourself from just spinning through a bunch of application fees, call them and ask them, how many applications are you currently processing on this property? If they say 10, don't waste your $100 or $50. That's so pointless. 1 month security deposit, that's normal. Okay, this is a pretty normal house. I like this. It's newer, it's big, it's a 4-bedroom. I feel $2,650 is pretty good, but get this. This is interesting. They started at $2,940. That feels like Home Partners to me. And now they're at $2,650. So 44 days on market. If this were me, this is just me, I'd be going in going, hey, I see that you've been coming down on price. You still don't have a tenant. What do you say about $2,500? I'll sign a lease right now, right? 24 months. Let's make it happen. This is definitely a negotiation tool when you're looking at how many days this has been on the market. Where did they start at? Where are they at now? I mean, they dropped $300 in a month and a half. $300. $3,000 for this house is insane. There's no way. I personally think $2,650 is in range. It's not bad. Okay, so I wish we had more pictures, maybe a video, but this is not a bad house. Not a bad house. I would rent that. All right, here's number 2. Same story. These guys have been on the market for 30 days. Started at $2,800 and are now at $2,650. That's probably going to continue. Ha! Another Home Partners house. Wow, starting to see a trend here. Interesting. Home Partners of America. There we go. Okay, so this one's a bit smaller though, built in 2009, so it's a little bit newer, but 1,200 as opposed to the 2,100 that we were at the last house. Interesting that we're at the same price, and they're right next to each other. Look at this. They're right next to each other. Why is such a smaller house so much more expensive? I don't think 2,650 is market value for this property, especially because we're losing a full bedroom. We're losing about 1,000 square feet. It's a little bit newer, but that's about it. Can anybody tell me why this house is 2,650? I don't see it so far. Interesting. Okay, so let's see here. 2-car garage, great. It's a little bit newer, cool. All of the requirements are going to be the same. 580 credit score, 3x the income, $45 application. Let's take a look at the pictures. At least we have 10 pictures this time, and this is a pretty good shot of the front. Yeah, I see more and more that don't justify this as a $2,600 rental property. It's nice, it's clean. Again, it's newer. I mean, this was built not that long ago. But the finishes are basic builder, right? We got black appliances. This is a Formica countertop, white sink. I'm not that impressed. I do like the tall ceilings here. I like the gas fireplace. Those are nice. It's hard to tell, but it does look like they've got some great windows here. They're closed, so it's hard to see what kind of light's coming in, but you know, big open floor plan. I like that. I like that. Okay, one of the bedrooms here. It's an interesting light choice, but it's nice. Room size looks good. Not bad. Again, room size looks good. This has got to be the primary since it's got an ensuite bath. Wall heat. This is very interesting. So they've got wall heaters in here throughout the house. I would have expected a new construction build in 2009 to include a forced air HVAC system. Just again, one more reason that you're going to be pulling electric heat when we have gas on the property. If there was a forced air system in here, that would be way better on your utilities. Electric heaters are not great for power bills at all. Really interesting light choices in here. I mean, they went super fancy for a very basic house. That's a little weird. They're nice, but weird. Okay, decent bathroom. Full bath. I don't really have any notes about that. That's fine. Okay. Fenced in backyard. I don't think I've ever met a military family that doesn't need a backyard, whether it's for your kids or your pets. Gotta have a backyard. So it's nice to see the fence looks like it's in really good shape. We might even have a little garden box here that hasn't been used in a while. I'm not quite sure what this thing is off to the right. That might be a garage. It doesn't look like this side of the house. We will never know until we go check it out. I like the front of the house. Cute little porch, great curb appeal. I don't buy $2,650 for this. If I were to rent this house, 2009, 1,200, 3.2, we'd probably be closer to like 2,300. 2,300, I think is where I would call this one. I think Home Partners of America is just a little high. A little high. Okay, here's our third one that we wanted to take a look at here. 2,645. This is a 3-bed, full 3-bath. That's cool. Built in 2005. Main Street renewal. So this is owned by a company. Pet fee, $250 non-refundable, $35 pet rent. I really hate seeing that. Breed restrictions on top of that. I mean, pet rent feels like coin laundry to me. I'm just really not a fan of it. The deposit, I think, is totally justified. I love pets. I'm a dog guy. I'm a cat guy. I think all that is fine. But pets do create damage, whether it's smells and odors in the house or they gnaw on things, like things happen. And that's not a big deal. Like it just, you know, pets are going to be pets. It's fine. But I hate pet rent. I hate seeing that. Okay, so full 3-bed, 3-bath. There's a little bit, they don't even have a square foot range here. So let's go to the county records and see why they didn't put that information. This is a 1,644 square foot house. Looks like a big garage, 600 square feet. That must go deep. Let's see if they show it. 17 pictures for this one. So this is at least a little bit better than the other ones we've seen. Again, this is in Spanaway. It's right in the area of the other two. This is a little bit of an older neighborhood, although this was 05. That's not that old. Okay, pretty standard layout for a 2005 house. Nice laminate click flooring in there. Gas fireplace, big windows. I like the vaulted ceilings too. Again, lots of natural light. It's open. It certainly feels like 05 in the cabinets. A lot of that honey oak just screams late 90s, early 2000s to me. That's a cosmetic preference for me. I don't think it really matters. As long as it holds your dishes, I think it's okay. This is a split level home. Got a nice little coat closet here. That's great. I do like the crown, the molding that they've got on here is a little fancier than normal. Not that that really does anything for the rent, but stainless steel appliances. I like the kitchen. Nice old breakfast bar here. Put some stools under this. It is Formica countertops. Again, it's a cosmetic preference. Is it functional? Does it work? Yeah, absolutely. Does it, the Formica is the kind that you cannot put a hot pan on. Stone and granite and quartz are really the only ones that you're supposed to do that with. You'll burn this. It's just straight wood, a real thin laminate wood that's on here, and it just peels like it's literally glued together. So it's not a great quality for any countertop, whether you're buying or renting. I like the size of this room. This is nice. This is going to be the primary and the primary bath. Again, very basic, very 2005, but very functional. It works. Here's our basement room. Basement bathroom. Second duplicate basement bathroom for whatever reason. Okay. Weird backyard. I wish they could show a little bit of a different angle here because I'd like to see how big this lot is. Doesn't look like there's much of a yard. Also doesn't look like they've kept on the exterior maintenance of the house. So you can tell the trim is missing a little bit of paint. And we live in Washington. This is the Pacific Northwest. We get a lot of rain and wood has to be painted. If you don't paint wood, it's going to rot. And that creates water damage on the inside of the house. So I would be putting in a work order for this as the tenant saying, hey, we got peeling paint. This is going to, your property is not being preserved. I want to see if we can get a satellite view of this. I want to see this backyard. That's about as close as we're going to get. Yep. It looks very hilly. Doesn't look like a very functional backyard to me. That would be my only note. And maybe, we're looking at a satellite view and a really bad angled view from the property manager here. So it's hard to tell exactly what's back there, but like it looks, obviously you got homes on the hill right behind you. So I'm not expecting the yard to be flat. That would be my only negative. Not really. There's a few things, but this is not bad. Again, 3-bed, 3-bath. 1,700 square feet. I think they might be a touch high. These guys are a little closer than the other guys. I think if I were to rent this, we'd probably be closer to like 2,450, somewhere in that ballpark, maybe 25. Just a couple of things on the use and function of the property that strike me as, I think they're fishing. That's what it is. But they've only been on the market for one day. So, it is what it is. Let's see what else we got here. I'm going to go through the rest of these pretty quick and just see if there's anything that kind of catches my attention. There are commercial properties mixed up in this list, so not all of them are residential. This one's in Edgewood. That's a little far away. Here we go. Here's a Lacey one. Another Home Partners of America house. This is a 3-bed, 2.5-bath on 1,700 square feet, built in 1992. That 2,500 is probably pretty close on this one. It's funny how off they are on some ones and not on others. One picture. That's all we get. That's all we get is one picture. Drives me crazy. All right, well, I guess we'll move on. Here's one in Olympia. This is a 2-bed, 1-bath, 855 square feet, built in 1924, renovated in 1980. Tiny little lot for 2525, or yeah, 2525. And again, only one picture. What am I supposed to do with this? Ridiculous. What else we got? All right, we got 15 pictures on this one. South Tacoma, I Street. Where is this? There are some spots in Tacoma that I'm a little hesitant on. I'll be real honest. I think this one's okay. To be perfectly clear, this is the Tacoma Mall right here. And basically anything in this range west of I-5, because if we go further west, this is University Place and Fircrest. Those are some of the nicest neighborhoods in Tacoma. But there is a line. There definitely is a line. I'd probably call it Orchard or Tyler is probably the line. But everything around the Tacoma Mall, I mean, just look at the crime maps. They really speak for themselves. Tacoma does have a lot of really nice neighborhoods. Look at Hilltop, look at downtown, look at Ruston, Fircrest, UP. They're great. And then I live, you know, I'm in Parkland, South Tacoma. I bought this fourplex as an investment, though. I see it being gentrified and they're increasing values and stuff like that. So it's an investment play. But you know, where this house is, I'm not really worried by that. It's not a big deal. I would still want to drive the neighborhood, but it's not an immediate red flag. What do we got here? 3-bed, 2-bath, 1,126 square feet, built in 1947, renovated in 80. This is a legit rental, not owned by a company, it looks like. Security system, service available, and yep, $30 a month for security. Cool. That's fine. It's a really nice yard. There's a guy's thumb in the picture. That's cool. It's a really big yard. Do a lot with that. Okay, this has been renovated since 1980 for sure. Those cabinets were not 1980. Stainless steel appliances. Looks like they've got a thinner quartz countertop on there. That's a super great choice. I like the new floors also. Good contrast. Carpet looks good. Rooms are pretty big. Bathrooms pretty sizable. Gated remote entry and deck off the primary bedroom. Cool. I like that. That's really convenient. Bedroom 2 here. They did a pretty good job with this. I'm impressed. Not sure why there's a lawnmower inside, but okay. You know, got to take them out of the rain. This is not bad. This is actually pretty okay. You can tell that this is a smaller floor plan because we've got a stackable washer and dryer in the kitchen. Not my favorite, but it's an 1,100 square foot house. Where else are you going to put it? It's got to go somewhere. Got to go somewhere. That's probably my only negative, honestly. And I'm not really a giant fan of the baby blue outside color, but that's a cosmetic thing. I don't think that really matters. Love the yard. This is a really nice yard. Okay, not bad for $2,400 a month. For Tacoma, it's probably pretty close. It's probably pretty close. Been on the market 4 days. 4 days on this one. Here's another one for $2,400. Wow, 2-bed, 1-bath, built in 47 for $2,400. These guys might be a little high. And we got tiny baby pictures here for whatever reason. It's been semi-renovated. Those cabinets are definitely original. Hard to see if the countertops are. Again, who is taking these pictures? Laundry room looks pretty nice though. Bathroom's decent. Bedroom's decent. I can't justify $2,400 for this. That's crazy. Crazy. All right, here we go. Bell Street. This is a 3-bed. We'll call it a 2-bath. 1,440 square feet. Got a super modern garage door. Check that out. Don't see those very often in Tacoma on an older house. They got this super old siding, but they've got a a 2055 garage door on it. That's cool. I'll take it. Love this flooring. These are super nice. This is the stone tile, it looks like. It could be engineered hardwood too, with just some extra gap, but it looks like tile. It looks nice. Big window there. Wall heat, but on a house this old, that's pretty expected. Okay. Kitchen is tiny. I think we're looking at all the countertop space there. Yeah, there's nothing else. That is tiny. It is super tiny. You better not have a obviously there's a microwave. You better not have any other countertop appliances. You have a coffee maker, air fryer, anything like that. Like you're taking up 100% of your space there with one or two appliances. Yikes. The backyard looks nice from the back window. There's 40 pictures here. I'm assuming we're going to get to see some more. I do like the stainless steel appliances. Rooms are big. Okay, there definitely are some renovations here. I think they did a pretty good job. New carpet, new floor, new fixtures. Windows also definitely may not be brand new, but they're definitely not original. Okay, you actually have a laundry space this time. That's good. Okay. Unfinished basement. Notice the little streaks down here. That's a little concerning. Not like a major red flag, but I would certainly be asking the property manager before I sign the lease what the deal is with that. Because that means there's a breach, but concrete is porous. It does ebb and flow with water and temperature. So, those kind of things happen. But if we got like a big rainstorm, is that going to flood the basement? Has it before? These are the questions. These are the questions. Love this yard. This is a very nice yard. Fully fenced, lots of trees. This is great. Okay, not bad. Bell Street, where are we? Let's take a peek at the location. Whew, right there. This is actually a quiet neighborhood, believe it or not. Let's look at the satellite view. Yeah. I've got a client who we sold a house on B Street. In fact, it might be one of these right here, 43rd. Yeah, it's right. It's in this neighborhood for sure, within a mile, and loves it there. Super quiet. This whole area is kind of tucked away, so it doesn't really get a lot of walking traffic, or Pacific can be a little dicey sometimes depending on what part of it you're in. But I feel pretty good about this area. I feel pretty good about this particular neighborhood. That's what it is. This little pocket right here, I feel is really good. And you're close to everything. You're close to I-5. There's I-5 right there. So you're probably 14 minutes to the main gate. That's not bad. It's not bad at all. Okay. So, I think, let's see what else is here. How many more do we got here? Bell. All right, let's take a peek at some of the ones that are under 2,000 just for kicks and giggles here. We'll go real quick. This is an apartment for 20. Wow, they started at 2,800. Now they're at 2,300. That's crazy, but it's a penthouse. So 3-bed, 2 3/4 bath on 1,300 square feet. Not bad for an apartment. That's nice. So 2-bed, 1 bath, 1,100 square feet for 2,000. That feels a little high. That's commercial. 2-bed, 2 bath on 1,000 square feet for 1,950. That's probably pretty close. Same thing. 2-bed, 1 bath, 480 square feet, built in 2023. So it's brand new for 1,800. Let's peek at this. I'm curious. This has got to be like a DADU, like a mother-in-law unit. I don't think this is the main house. I think this, yeah. Yeah, it's about as small as you would imagine. But if you don't have a lot of kids or, you know, single LT or something like that, single E6, single E5, you know, this might not be a bad little bachelor pad type of a spot. Okay, 1,800 there. 2-bed, 1-bath. Says 3,000 square feet. I don't believe it. That's probably both units because this is a duplex. So it's probably 3,000 for both sides. And each side is 1,500. That's my guess. Definitely a little bit older. This was built in 1966. It's been updated since then. Again, this reeks of the late 90s, early 2000s with that honey oak and brown. It's big. I don't think it's 3,000 still. Okay, here's a 3-bed, 1.5-bath on 900 square feet for 1,675. That's not bad. Stainless steel appliances. That looks like granite countertop to me. Brand new cabinets. Looks like brand new appliances, brand new floors. This has been flipped. Nice. This is really nice. Subway tile backing it up. New carpet. Bedrooms are not huge, but there's a few of them. Cool deck. Interesting. I think you only get the top level is what this looks like. And maybe even only a part of the top level. This is a 4-plex. Yeah, this is unit 4. So this is one unit in a 4-plex. It's not bad still. I mean, you're getting a lot in 900 square feet. I'm impressed. Not bad for 1,675. This has been on the market for 85 days. That's really interesting. I wonder why. Looks good to me. Interesting. Okay. 1-bed, 1-bath. Now we're getting into some craziness. 1,550 for a 1-bed, 1-bath with a 1-car garage. Hard to justify that. Here's a studio for 1,410. That's probably going to be downtown. That looks like a new building. Almost. It definitely is a new building. Huh. Okay. Anyway, I think that's about it. I mean, you guys get the picture of kind of what the range is and all that kind of stuff. Real quick before I let you guys go, and I'm going to check to see if there's any questions in the chat before I tear out of here. What we're looking at right now is our Operation Red Dot Rent a Home landing page. I update this every 3 or 4 days or so with new rentals that we've got. So here's one in Lacey. This is a 3-bed, 1-bath on 1,000 square feet for $2,200 a month. Really quiet neighborhood. This is literally like 14 minutes away from base. All of our rentals only do first month's rent and deposit to get in. And we don't do last month's rent. So it's cheaper to get in. We're especially flexible with active duty military. And we even have a discount on the security deposit if you're active. So if you're looking for a place and a little tight on cash, come talk to us. So that's a house in, it says Olympia, but it is most certainly Lacey. It's so funny to me how Lacey and Olympia, when you actually look at where the city lines are drawn, it looks like a political map, you know, that's been molded around and just has weird shapes. It doesn't really make a lot of sense. This one in Puyallup here, this is Unit B. This is one of our active duty service members that bought a duplex a couple of years ago, and now we manage it out for them. This is a 2-bed, 1-bath on 1,000 square feet with a 1-car garage for $1,900 a month. That's not bad. We've had several active duty families in this before. The last one's just PCS'd out. So that one's available. This one also super nice place in Olympia. Again, it feels more like Lacey. It's really close to the base. I think we're only 15 or 18 minutes away on this one. I don't remember if I put it in here. It doesn't. Oh, 18 minutes to JBLM. So that's not bad. But we've got a video tour in here. All these are going to have video tours. Unless it's not actively available yet. So if you want to go see the video tour, or if you actually want all the pictures, just hit me up. I can get those to you. But this one's $2,500 a month, 3-bed, 2.5 bath, 1,600 square feet. 2-car garage, practically a brand new neighborhood, right down the street from the parks, right down the street from shopping and schools and base. That's a super nice option. This one, Golden Given, just got rented out. That one's no longer on the market. Court Q also just got rented out. We just signed those leases. Those are going to be coming down here shortly. And then these two I've got coming up in July. And like I said, I've got another, I think 7 or 8 properties that we're currently onboarding, getting the videos done for them and all that kind of stuff. So those should be coming soon. Let's refresh this real quick and see if we have any comments. Nope, doesn't look like any comments. So cool. If you're watching this after the fact, thanks. Appreciate you taking the time to check out the rental market with us. If you are looking for a rental, again, go check out our website. We've got a handful of them available. Everybody at Operation Red Dot is military affiliated, from employees to agents to whatever. We're either veterans or spouses of veterans, some dependents of veterans, but we're all military affiliated. We've all either worn the uniform or supported a service member in uniform. We've PCS'd around the world. We understand the pain points that you're going through. So if you're struggling to find a place, come chat with us because we've got a lot of resources on the table. 100% of our mission is military housing. That's all we do. That's literally all we do. So if you're looking for help, we're here. If you have any questions, we're here. If you are talking to somebody online that is not one of our properties and it feels fishy, come talk to us. We see scams all the time. And I'd like to think that we're smart enough to spot a scam and not give up money. But I'm telling you, people right here at JBLM have been scammed out of thousands of dollars because they'll hear something like, you know, they're so desperate for a place to live that they'll respond to some ad on Facebook or Craigslist. And the guy's like, oh, sorry, I'm on vacation in Kansas right now, but I have the key with me. You send me the deposit, I'll send you the key and you can move right in. And they go, great. Where do I wire the money to? And they wire the money and never hear from the guy again. That's a scam. Anybody who's not willing to meet you in person or over Zoom, if you're PCSing into the base, like, don't do it. If it feels wrong, it probably is. There are scams everywhere. You got to be highly critical, highly critical. Anyway, if you guys have any questions, let me know. Otherwise, hope you have a great weekend and I will chat with you guys later.